It's the beginning of May, so you know what that means, right? I'm going to take a look back at the past couple months for the real estate market. Stick around. Hi, welcome back. My name's Joe Brown. I'm a realtor with Century 21, List with Beggins, located in South Tampa. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I do apologize for the people who faithfully watch my videos. I have not done a video for several weeks. I had surgery several weeks ago, and in fact, my doctor's probably upset that I'm out of my sling right now. So don't tell them. So I did not do a March report. So this will be April report, and we'll look at March and April together. But stick around to the end because I have some very interesting charts to share with you, okay? So give me a second to reposition myself so I can put the charts up, okay? Hold on 1 second. There you go. Thank you for staying here. So let me put the chart up. And again, this is 2 months. Now, again, it's only the 5 zip codes of South Tampa. So you have 33606, 609, 611, 616, and 629. Those 5 zip codes of the peninsula. And you can see that the active listings, it went down, right? This is a trend we have seen over the past several months. And again, why are listings down? Well, hold that thought, right? Take a look at new listings. People that say, okay, I want to sell my house. Let's put it on the market. What do you see? Yeah, we saw an increase. So we have fewer listings, but more new listings. So you think, oh, sales went up. Well, what do you see at sales? Sales went down, right? And you say, how does that make sense? That we have fewer listings, but we have more new listings, and we had fewer sales. So several things in here. So take a look at March. March had 179 sales, which is more than the new listings that came on the market. Is that right? No, it's not. But we had, March had more sales than April did. We had more expireds. So if a house goes on the market, sometimes the listing can be canceled. Sometimes it can be withdrawn. Sometimes it can be temporarily off the market, or it just expires. You know, it's been on the market for 6 months and just hasn't sold, or 4 months, or however long the agreement is. So all those factors key into active listings. Now, the other thing is you could have a pending listing. So if I put my house on the market and it's under contract, well, it's not really active anymore because it's pending, but the month ended. So it's not shown in the sales figures and not shown in the active figures. So there's a lot of different scenarios which will impact the data in active listings and sold listings. So, but yeah, if you look at sales went down. That's a trend we have seen. And let me just talk about sales. What's really impacting buyers right now is the mortgage rates. The mortgage rate, they came out yesterday, went up to 7.22. If you remember, we started January at 6.6. So just since January, so that's what, 4 months, almost, well, we're now in the 5th month, went from 6.6 to 7.2. That impacts how much house buyers can afford. It impacts how much money buyers have to put down for the house. What's very encouraging, though, are so many new listings. This just isn't new construction. These are existing homes people are putting on the market. So that's encouraging. People are wanting to sell their house. I know we have buyer demand. So we just have to have those things line up, right? Buyer demand and sellers wanting to sell the house at the right price, in the right condition, in the right place, right? Those three things. Looking at sales went down, but look at the median sales price, right? Again, from 670 to 685,000. We're still seeing that increase. Next week, I'm going to do a first quarter review since I missed that. I'll probably do the first 4 months of the year for all of Hillsborough County. So you can look forward to that. But I'll show the trend over the past 4 months of median home price, sales, listings, stuff like that. But home prices continue to go up. There was a report, in our office meeting this week, they talked about the forecast for home prices. And they range anywhere from, so the National Association of Realtors are the lowest and say home prices will go up about 1.2% this year. Whereas I think it was Zillow said they could go up 4 to 5% this year. So however, every market says home prices are going to increase, even with higher mortgage rates. Here's my comment about that. I think buyers are realizing that this is a normal situation. Anywhere from 6.5 to 7, that is normal. That's what they're going to have to live with. And so now they're becoming more active. And that's why I say there is buyer demand. For those buyers saying, I'm going to wait for interest rates to drop, and I talked about this several weeks ago. If mortgage rates drop, buyer demand is going to increase, home prices are going to increase. And if there's a house you really have your eyes set on, it may not be there if rates drop. So the best time to buy a house is now, because if home prices are expected to continue to go up 2%, 3%, 4% a year, and you don't buy now, you're missing out on that gain in equity. And it compounds annually. So, and who knows what's going to happen with property taxes and insurance. So, this other data point I like to share is the ratio. What did a house sell for as to what it was originally priced at? And people, listen, back in 2021, when home prices just went up, people were saying, oh, the market's going to crash. I'm going to wait to buy when the market crashes. And they were expecting a 20% correction. Well, now we're saying, what's the ratio? Sellers are getting about 97% of what they're asking for, right? And again, it varies by home. So some people, there's still homes selling for over asking price. And then there are some homes that are down around 90%, 91%. It varies by home. But the average, 97% of the asking price. So we're not seeing that huge correction. I think sellers are getting smarter at pricing their home. I think agents are doing a better job having sellers set realistic expectations for the value of their home. Next thing to look at is months of inventory. Again, how many houses are on the market? How many are selling each month? So how many months of inventory do we have if nothing new hits the market? And you see we're at 4 months. Now, again, anything less than 6 months is a seller's market, right? Seller's market means home prices are going to continue to go up and not down. That's a buyer's market. The closer you get to 6 months, the slower the increase. As we get down to 1 month, home prices accelerate faster. So 4 months, we've been wavering between 3 and 4 months for the past several months. So we're kind of normalizing where we are. So that was a quick rundown of this chart. If you don't get all these numbers, come back and watch the video again. So I want to share with you some charts I found very interesting. And I really did this for a friend of mine, John. I've talked about John on this video before. But he was curious about the price band of homes on the market, right? So if I say there are 564 homes on the market, well, where are they priced? Are they all 300,000 or what? So that's this first chart I want to show you. What do you see? Yeah, you see the vast majority of homes are over $1 million. Again, this is just the 5 zip codes of South Tampa, right? The vast majority of homes are over $1 million. And then right in the middle is that $500,000 to $700,000 range is the second most active listings. So then you think, well, what about sales? Right, so the thinking is the higher priced homes don't sell as much. Well, take a look at this. Yeah, you see this difference, right? The $1 million homes are selling, and so are that $500,000 to $700,000 range. Those homes are selling. Now, again, I use this analogy almost every time I do market research. If I have 20 pairs of sunglasses, that's all I can sell. If I have 5 pairs of sunglasses, that's all I can sell. So if I look at the market and 40% of the homes cost $600,000, then I would think 40% of the sales would be $600,000. That's just logical, right? So this is the spread of homes by price band. But then here's the next thought. Well, the higher priced homes probably take longer to sell because people are thinking, do I want to pay that much for a house? Well, this chart shows the number of days to sell. What do you see? Yeah, it's at the other end. It's that $100,000 to $200,000 range really takes the most days. Now, let me explain that. In South Tampa, we have a couple areas that they're mobile homes. You cannot use conventional financing for it, and it is age restricted. So older people, I say older, I'm in that group, right? But people that qualify for the age restriction have to be able to pay cash for the home. That there's one on Southdale Mabry, there's one on Gandy and West Shore. But those two areas are where a lot of this activity takes place. Now, of course, there are condos and townhomes in South Tampa that affect this number too. But take a look at the $1 million homes. Yeah, they sell pretty quickly. It was surprising to me when you get to that $500,000 to $700,000 range. That's where it kind of bumps up again. It takes longer to sell those homes than the $1 million homes. In fact, I was talking to a builder just a couple weeks ago, and he said, I will tell you right now, I cannot build enough $3 million homes because there's such a demand for those homes. I was floored. I had no idea. So I'm glad I talked to this builder, and I'm sharing it with you. So I just found these charts very interesting. the active listings, the sales, and days to sell by price band. So I hope you found this information useful and informative. Be sure to check back next week. I'll do a 4-month summary of Hillsborough County. Reach out to me. Go to my website, joebrownc21.com. I have a lot of blogs out there. I have custom searches. You can search for homes. I have guides for buying a home, guides for selling a home. There's a contact me button. You can reach out to me, send me an email. Let me know your thoughts. Leave comments below here of videos that you would be interested in. Okay. Thank you so much for sharing your time with, Thank you so much for sharing your time with me today. Until next week.